the other time. So it's a rough schedule. Would you like to be a sumo wrestler?
It's be wrestler.
Would you like to be a sumo wrestler?
No,
No, you don't
it's,
want to be like 300 kilo?
uh,
Why not?
it's difficult because it's difficult to move on. To
Difficult to
move.
move. But all the women
And
would love you.
no. In
Oh, you
Vietnam,
300
nobody.
kilo. The women are coming after you everywhere. Oh, you're so handsome. You're so big and strong.
No,
No. Mr. Tony the Tiger, how are you today?
uh, I feel so boring there.
You feel so boring. I feel so bored. The day is boring. Why are you bored?
I need to make a lot of um, uh, I need study very much, and that I'm so tired and bored.
Lots. Well, no, but I'm not boring, right? It's because the work is boring. You are the ED. You are bored, right? It's like when you're
Oh,
reading a book, right? You read the book and it's, oh, I don't want to read this book. I'm bored. I'm not interested. ED. You are the ED. The book is not interesting or interesting, right? It's the action that is the ing, right? It's like an action verb. Ing, right? The running made you tired. Yeah, not tired. It is tiring. Okay, good. So school's keeping you busy. I know you've been running around because we've had to schedule you. This is the third time we tried to schedule you, but you're here. So we're going to finish up and wrap up these interest 6 tests. So this is going to be your first test. Got a friend here flying around, doesn't want to leave. This is the first time you've done a test. Tony did too, but he did good. And well, I had a lot of first students this term, in other classes too. So we're gonna go through. Did you get your printout for the topics we're gonna talk about and the lessons we're gonna review? Yeah, you got it. You just didn't print it, did you? Lazy. You got your book?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll see because we have to review a lesson there too for comprehension. All right. So you ready? We're gonna get started. Interest 6 test. See, the name of the
Yes.
program is Interest for Speaking 6 test. You see? You see?
Um,
That's why I said interest. Okay. Interesting. Next. All right. So, in part 1, social interaction, topic 1 is places to visit. What popular places have you visited in your country? What have you visited in your country that was really cool or the best place you went? Something you remember? What have you visited in Vietnam?
uh, I
Visited?
visited
Mm-hmm.
Ho Chi Minh City uh, last week.
Oh, last week. Cool.
Yeah. Um, and I I went to Ho Chi Minh to zone uh, uh, festival music uh, with my friend.
Music festival?
Yes, music. Yeah.
Okay. There
Uh,
we go. Gotcha.
and it is a big city in Vietnam with very um, with a lot of people uh, in a lot of people from and
Oh, there are a lot of people in Ho Chi Minh for sure. It's the biggest city in Vietnam. It's like 10 million people or something there. It's a lot. So if you went to a music festival, there would definitely be a lot of people. So you had fun.
yeah, very
Yeah.
fun
Had a lot of fun, not very fun.
and a lot.
It was very fun. I had a lot of fun. All right. So have you visited other places in Vietnam before? Have you ever gone to any of the caves or mountains or Sapa or somewhere, any of the beach resorts? Have you ever visited any other place in Vietnam
Mm,
in the past?
it's a past. Maybe it's, um, um, Sapa. Yeah,
You
maybe
did.
Sapa.
You went to Sapa? You said maybe Sapa. Did you go to Sapa?
Uh, yes, I did.
You did. Okay. How old were you when you went to Sapa?
I went to Sapa when I'm 15 year
Ah, when you
old.
were 15. So you remember everything.
Yeah,
Was it fun? Was it cool?
it's very cool. It's, in a high mountain,
High
high
in the
mountain.
mountains. Yeah.
Yes, and it, the temperature in here is very cold.
See, I would like that. That would be a good place for me in the summertime. All right. So you visited a few places in Vietnam. What about around the world? What places
Yeah.
around the world would you like to visit in the future? What places would you like to visit? Where would you like to go? What would you like to see?
I'm mm, in the future. I will go to Switzerland. You know?
Switzerland. Switzerland. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I know Switzerland.
Yeah.
I
It's,
like geography.
it's a country that very beautiful and many uh, um, many mountain and river uh, and that is my dream when when I'm 22.
Yeah, Switzerland is a very scenic, picturesque
Yeah.
country. It's right in the French Alps there, or part of the Alps. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be the French Alps, would it, if they're in Switzerland? But it's a place I would love to visit too, with the mountains and the rivers. And yeah, that's a beautiful place. Is that what made you pick Switzerland? Because how pretty, how scenic it is? Is that why you want to go visit it? Number one reason?
Uh, because um, I will um, mm, study abroad in
So
Hungary.
do you think you'll be able to study in Switzerland?
No, it's near country in Switzerland. Switzerland. It's maybe Hungary.
A,
During,
a country near Switzerland.
yes.
Ah, so you'd have what? France, Italy,
And
Germany, is
I
it?
want
It's
I
a few,
want
five.
to go to
Austria.
Switzerland with friend or family when I have free time
Mm.
uh, in the summer or um in summer or
A little cold in
winter.
the winter.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good place to visit. Very expensive from what I hear, but a beautiful place for sure. So now the third one here, you live in Da Nang now because this is where you go to university. Do you live with family or do you live with friends?
I live with friends.
Friends.
I sp- yes, friends.
Okay.
I started live in Da Nang still mm, in
20
no in just 3 months ago.
3 months ago. Okay.
Yeah.
So in your hometown, you're in the same hometown as Balu. You're near Vin City, same hometown.
Yes, my hometown is Green City, but Balu is his hometown is Kontum. Do you know
I don't know,
Kontum?
but it's near Vin City, right? Close,
No, it's
close.
very
Oh,
no
it's
no
very,
no
very far from Vin City.
far very
Okay.
far.
Okay. So when you're at home back in Vin City, up in the north there, the question is, where do you spend most of your time now? But of course, now you're in school and you're living with friends. So it's your home or you're studying. So it's not really a good question. But when you're in your hometown, where do you like to spend most of your time? Out in the forest, down in the cafes, down by the water, with your friends, with your family, in your bedroom? Where do you like to spend your time and why?
I usually spend my free time to study or exercise in the afternoon or um, in the night in the afternoon or in the night. And
Okay, that's what
uh,
you do regularly. What I want to know is, what do you do in your free time? Where do you like to relax? Where do you like to hang out?
in the coffee house.
In the coffee house.
Yeah.
How do you relax if you
Uh,
keep drinking coffee?
uh, um,
You like coffee?
I very like coffee, and
Very much like.
very much like
Okay.
coffee, and uh, um, and I spend hours to study or maybe relax or playing with play game with friend uh, in a coffee house. Uh,
What games do you
I,
play?
I play the open book. Open book. It's like the game is action.
Hmm. It's a
Um,
board game? It's a
no,
board game? No.
um, it's, open book.
Open word.
Yeah,
So
game
it's an
about
app.
open book.
It's an app on the phone.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
On computer.
On the computer. Okay. All right. Got it. All right. Let's go to part two. Or not part two, sorry. Topic two. I always say part two. It's not part two. It's topic two. We're still in part one. We're going to do topic two now. I said Halloween is the topic because we did a few lessons on Halloween, and we did the Day of the Dead in Mexico. We also talked a lot about school, so that'll be the next in part two. We'll talk about that. So about Halloween, did you ever celebrate Halloween? Did you ever have a Halloween party at school or
No,
anytime?
I don't uh, ever had celebrate party before.
Never, huh? We did a
Yeah,
lot of Halloween
but it,
parties up north.
Halloween is not famous in my country.
No, of course not. It's not famous here, but some schools do have little Halloween parties. We've had
Uh,
many, especially language centers and private schools. They have a lot. They often have foreign holidays. Did you ever celebrate Christmas?
Christmas.
Hmm.
Uh, I usually I stay in my home when Christmas. Um, Không. And
So no, you've never
and
celebrated Christmas either.
because I don't I have never girlfriend to do this.
Right. Do you think your country should celebrate more holidays? Do you think at school, like schools, do you think like to help teach culture and different ideas and different things? Do you think that the schools should do a little party with Halloween or Easter or Christmas? Do you think they should do that or no, not important? What do you think?
Mm. I think it's should should be it's very important. That's
Yeah,
sorry.
very important, but could be educational. Yeah.
Could be. uh, it's we need um holiday like Christmas to uh relax or connect with new friend or do some do everything we want in a just holiday. So it's make me feel good uh, and relax after hard 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 working day. Yeah.
After a hardworking day.
Busy
Yeah.
day.
Well, no, I agree. It's good though. It's because it's socializing too, right? So you might even cut some new friends. Yeah, for sure. What is your favorite holiday of the year? What's your favorite?
Uh, Ted for sure.
Ted
Uh,
for sure.
yeah, because it's the day I can meet my old friend and spend time to my family uh, to make bánh trứng, you know,
Mhm.
make bánh trứng. Yeah. And um, yeah, um, and I have uh, many uh, many activity activate uh, uh,
Activities.
activity. Yeah, have activity with friends in the test like uh, make bánh chưng, play with fire and
Make a fire.
and
So what's the best part about Tet? Is it the don't say the money. What's the purpose of a Tet holiday or a Christmas holiday? What's it supposed to be all about? Why do you have it? What's it for? What's the reason? What's the message?
um,
It's the same as Christmas. What's the message? It's not about the Tet money. That's like the presents at Christmas, but that's not the real reason we're supposed to celebrate Christmas or Tet or Chinese New Year. Well, I'm not sure about what the traditions are in Chinese New Year or Ramadan a little bit, but Tet, what's the purpose? Why do you have a Tet holiday?
because it's a traditional
Why is
in
it traditional? What's the purpose? Why is it traditional?
uh, uh, because when I was child, I was teach about my history, about history Vietnam, and my parents teach, teach me all the way uh, uh, um, my parents teach me don't forget uh, uh, about tradition of cultural in Vietnam. So uh, um,
No, we got to move on. It's taking too much time. I think what I was trying to get out of you is that it's a family thing, right? It brings the families together, right?
Yeah.
You know, it brings the grandparents and the cousins. Everybody visits everybody. The money and the gifts and stuff is more the commercial side of things. But the real reason for Christmas and Tet is for the families to come together and spend time together and share things and ideas and their experiences, especially when they've been away from each other, right? Because that isn't that like one of the best parts, the dinner you have where you're all sitting together and talking about life, and all your cousins and your uncles and your aunts and your grandparents and all your relatives are there, right? It's kind of special, yeah, because you don't have that every day, right? Because everybody's got busy life. Yeah. All right, let's move on to, now we'll go to part 2. All right, so in part 2, reading comprehension, we're reviewing the sumo wrestler school. Like I said before, we've done a lot of schools, private schools, military schools, skiing, sports schools, karate dojo, and sumo school. So we're going to review that lesson. So you already had your reading, you have your materials. So you were supposed to review and get ready for some lesson or some questions. Are you ready, mister?
I'm not sure.
Of course you're ready. Unbelievable. All right. So Yasuo Yamamoto. I've heard of Yashua. Never heard of Yasuo. Yoshua. I've heard of Yasuo. Anyway, doesn't matter. What time does Yasuo start his day?
He started his day at 5 o'clock.
Wow, 5 o'clock in the morning. What about you? Do you start at 5 o'clock too?
No, I get up at 7 o'clock.
7? You lazy.
What about you?
9 or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I work until 2 or 3 a.m. editing all your videos. So I start work at 5 o'clock at night, not 7 o'clock in the morning. So my schedule is different. Sheesh. Sheesh. Unbelievable.
No, really.
Not fair. What does he do? Why does he get up at 5 o'clock in the morning? What does he do at 5 o'clock in the morning?
He training.
Yeah, he starts training. When they start training, they train for 5 hours. So it's a lot of early morning training. That's right. Do you do some exercise in the morning?
Not usually.
Not usually. What? Go ahead. You what?
I usually do exercise in afternoon.
Afternoons, okay. They say training in the morning is best for the best results. They say. I don't know if it's true or not. What do the teachers do when they get angry with the students?
When teachers are angry with students, they hit us with long
Smack.
hit us
Mm-hmm.
with long sticks.
Do you think we should do that with interest for speaking? Every time you guys make pronunciation mistakes, schmack. Yeah? No?
No.
No, why not? It'd be fun for the teacher.
Not fun. It's crazy.
No, it's not fun. But sometimes I'd like to give Peter a little smack. Poor Peter. Yeah, the old days, our grandparents and things like that, they had it a lot rougher. It was a lot stricter in the schools than it is today. But we don't see many schools anymore that I know of where they're allowed to hit students or anything like that. Yeah, but even Canada, when my grandparents went to school, even my parents, when they went to school, they'd get a leather strap if they were being bad. What does what does Yoshua do after training?
They have lunch, right?
Do you remember what they eat?
Wheat, rye,
Rice.
rice.
You don't eat rye. You drink rye.
Yes, this I remember.
Meat, rice, fish, vegetables. Vegetables. Can you say that? Vegetables.
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 Not veggie. No E. Vegetables.
Vegetables.
Vegetables. Yeah. How many hours do students sleep in one day?
In one day.
One day.
Sumo wrestler.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Not you. Sumo wrestlers.
Sumo wrestler.
You don't remember. They take a 4-hour nap in the afternoon, and then they go to bed early at 9 o'clock, and they're up at what time?
9 o'clock.
They go to bed at 9 o'clock, and they wake up at what time?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, and they take a long nap in the afternoon after lunch to get fat.
5.
So how many hours do they sleep in one day?
How many hours?
You good at math?
5, 9. 9 hours.
Bah.
Eight.
9 p.m. to 5 a.m. How many hours?
9 p.m. to 5 p.m. 9.
Oh my
7.
God. 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. is only 7 hours?
9. Include
10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 hours at night. 8, not 7. And 4 hours in the afternoon.
I said 8 before.
Oh, you said 8 before, but what about the 4-hour nap in the afternoon? So how many total hours a day do they sleep? 4 hours in the afternoon, 8 hours at night. Oh my God.
8 hours.
12 hours. They sleep 12 hours a day, 4 hours in the afternoon, their nap, and then 9 to 5, another 8 hours at nighttime. So they sleep half the day, 12 hours a day. And they train 5 hours a day. And then the other 7 hours would be 7 hours. Yeah, that would be another, that would make 12 again. So they have 2 big meals a day, and then they do their studies the other time. So it's a rough schedule. Would you like to be a sumo wrestler?
Be sumo wrestler?
Would you like to be a sumo wrestler?
No.
No, you don't want to be like 300 kilo?
No.
Why not?
It's difficult because it's difficult to move.
Difficult to move. But all the women would love you.
No.
Oh, you 300 kilo. The women are coming after you everywhere. Oh, you're so handsome. You're so big and strong.
No.
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 Well, they would in Japan. Who knows? That's a tough sport. There's a lot of respect for sumo wrestlers, But a lot of people don't want to go through that kind of training. That's for sure. But some sports you're required to get very, very big and put the extra weight on for sure to be heavy. Like NFL football, the linemen, they have to get really heavy too in the 300 pounds. Yeah. Really big men. Okay, last question. Why does Yasuo want to be a champion one day?
Why? Because his family proud.
His family would be proud of him for sure. And the people too, yeah, for sure. A lot of respect. A lot of respect for sure. What other reason? Why would he want to be a champion? Why would anyone want to be a champion at something? To be the best? Why?
Because they want the famous.
And champion, you're gonna have some degree of
and attention from everyone, right? And make money, a lot of money.
Yeah, usually if you become a champion, you get lots of endorsements and commercials and contracts. Yeah, and you make a lot of money if you can be the best at something, right?
Yeah.
You become influential. For sure.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. All right. We got through it. We got the test. That's like I said, that's your first test. So now you see how we do it. It changes. It gets, once we get into the past interest 10, the format changes. Once we get past interest 20 in B1s, then it changes again. Then when we get to 30s, then it goes into B2 up to C1, CEFR C1. And then it's a lot different too. It's topic discussions and all kinds of stuff. But this is the first, and we format these tests basically around the IELTS and VSTEP. You'll notice the first one, social interaction, that's the first part of a VSTEP test, right? The other ones, I modify them depending on the levels that you guys are at to gradually make it easier for you. But by the time we finish the program, you can do your VSTEP and your IELTS tests and everything easily. So that's why this is a very good communication program to learn how to communicate and be more fluent. Absolutely. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed our interest six program that we just finished. Next week we'll start interest 7. So hopefully Balu said he was going to join again. So hopefully you'll continue studying with us. It's only once a week. We'll get your English better and better and better and better.
I hope so.
Well, it will. It's practice, right? It's just like riding a bicycle. You just got to keep getting on it every day, and you got to keep putting the hours in. It doesn't matter what you do in life, whether you're good at it or you're not good at it. As long as you're willing to put the time in every day or often and do it for a long period of time, not just a month, you will get results and you will get better. It's simple, I think it was, I forget who said it, but someone said that if you did something for 5 hours every day for 5 years, you would be an expert in that. No matter what it is you want to do, you would be an expert, so just like going to the gym, you go for 1 month, you're not going to see much, right? It's something you have to make part of your life. If you want to be in good physical shape, you have to put it in your mind that it doesn't matter how big I get, how strong I get. I'm always going to get up and work out every day or every 2 days for half an hour or 1 hour. No matter what, it's something I do. It's part of my life, and you will always be very healthy, right? You can't just do 1 month and 11 months off. It doesn't work that way. You'll forget and you lose. Yeah. Okay. Enough of my advice and my speeches. All right, Balu, I hope we see you next week. Balu, I mean, Tony, and Miss Lay will contact you on what's next.
Yeah, thank you.
Goodbye, mister.
Goodbye, Mr. Trevor.
It's been a pleasure.